mics are on.
The mics are on, ladies and gentlemen. I got the Dan Filato point. We're on there. The windbreaker point. Dan's still fighting me on the cargo shorts not being goofy. And he claims that his white socks are not pulled up.
They are not pulled up.
Some chick. There's a show called Undateable that I was on the road and I was flipping through the channels, and it's these condescending young dick wipes. Like those guy code people. Josh, are you guy code? I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Are you girl code?
I got no job.
Girl or gay code? Again, whatever. A couple of people that I like, Chris Stefano does. I'm not going to tell people not to fucking take TV exposure. But those shows are just unbearable. Unbearable. You watch some of these guy code, girl code. Where do they get all this confidence? You know, where do
It's
they
like
get
all
this...
cockiness, no resume, right?
Yeah, that's, by the way, that's Josh Accardo.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Josh Accardo. And great comic. He's here again. You're never more than 24 hours away from Josh's last fuck. Well, that's the old Josh. That's right. The old Josh. Now he's gonna get married to a chick or
I still take whiffs.
Are you
take
engaged?
whiffs. I'm engaged.
That's to a wonderful woman. I met a cute girl and the most annoying guy ever in one night. That guy in the rain. She was holding a pizza, Josh's fiance. Very sweet girl. And then some other guy just screaming, "Oh, I remember I saw you 25 years ago." Who was that guy? What's the guy's name?
He heard the last episode. He's angry at me.
Fuck him.
His name's PJ.
He's a nice guy. I mean, he's busted. He's a comic. He can't take breaking balls. That's all he does is break balls.
I don't know if that's it. I'm
PJ.
Whatever.
What's the last name?
What's his last name?
Yeah.
Landers.
So he's a comic, right?
Comic, yeah.
Oh, so
he knows you.
What's his last name out there, right? Yeah. Well, I guess he knows me. I don't know. Again, he just yelled out shit that happened 25 years ago at the CBGB's, where I used to do stand-up. And I used to do pharmaceutical-grade cocaine from Dee Ramone. One night I got Dee Ramone cocaine. I got Rockstar Blow. And at CBGB's from a kid who used to work there, who now walks around talking to ATM machines. And I walked from people who know New York on this blow. I did 2 lines. I walked 2 lines. I'm going to repeat that. 2 lines. Not even like fat lines. And some of the plastic wrapper was in one of them. Terrible. Blew my nose for 2 weeks.
Oh.
One night I was eating raviolis. I sneezed at the table. And plastic wrapper came out.
How long until your nose goes numb? Have you done enough coke at times your nose?
Oh, everything went numb. Toes.
Really?
Yeah, absolute cock toes. I've said this before. There's an amount of cocaine that's a perfect amount to have sex with, where you have the best sex ever. But if you're a little below or a little more than that, it's awful.
Did you ever figure that out? What the right amount was?
By mistake. I'd have a scale out before I have sex with some Puerto Rican hooker from Red Hook. What? I dated a fucking chick. I met her at the Four Seasons bar, which is like red flag for whore. Oh. She never charged me because she knew what I did. I think she thought she was going to get a job in showbiz. She was like a 6'1" Puerto Rican chick. She looked like the center for Seton Hall in 1989, Ramon Ramos. No, she had a great body, and she had real bright green contact lenses. And at the time, I had been on Mad TV for a couple of years, and a couple of deals, and the sitcom for 1 year. It was the second year of the Norm Show, and I came back to New York to do stand-up. I had booked stand-up every single night that summer because I wanted to get a full solid hour together because I had been on TV now for a while, and I was a regular on Conan, and I noticed the Conan spots I was getting people coming to do stand-up because those people go. So my stand-up agent at the time, the brilliant Conan Smith at William Morris, said you should get a solid hour because you've been middling, and this will be money because of the Conan shit.
Even on TV, you were still middling a little bit? Sorry to interrupt.
With the legit question. Yeah, I was doing. It's weird. Like there's certain gigs that millions of people watch, but it's the kind of people that don't see stand-up, Like I remember talking to Joe Matarese about America's Got Talent, and he said, should I do it? I said, I'm no one to tell you not to do a show where 10 million people watch, but they're not the kind of people who go to stand-up. They're older people, younger people. Comedy Central shows, they tend to go. The Stern, again, the epicenter, the ground zero of great plugs for stand-up was the Howard Stern show, and I'm sure it's still pretty good, but by the time I got to Stern, the single greatest place to plug a stand-up show, if people in the crowd thought you were funny in the audience, was Stern. And then you got like shows like Insomniac with Attell, stuff like that, people go. But Conan, people went. But the sitcom and Mad TV, people went. The Norm show was on ABC, but people love Norm, so it was like split. But ABC, we did a Friday night show on ABC primetime. It was very odd. They couldn't find Norm's voice anywhere. It was difficult to get a full crowd from that, so I was still middling.
Really?
I was getting good money. I'd open for people and stuff, and then I had a headlining set, I thought, of 45 minutes, and he said, get an hour, because with Conan, you might do small theaters and shit.
When you're open for people and when you're middling, did you ever like really tear up the fucking audience and they're like, I don't want to go on after that guy? That ever happened?
Not to that extent. Well, I've had this happen where I'm too dirty. And that is true. The only thing I've ever said to an opener is, I don't want, by the time I get on stage, I don't want them to hear the word cunt 50 times already. And they've said, be less dirty. And I totally get that. But killing too hard, you do try to be respectful. Some people totally forget that. Again, the Reverend Bob Levy, a great comedian, but he was opening for me. And he's not used to opening for people because I was on Stern. He opened for me. And not only did he say cunt 5,000 times, his closer used to be calling a drunk chick out of the audience, pouring blue cheese dressing in her asshole and eating it out. So not only am I following a guy who's, being filthy with the language, I'm following sexual assault. I'm following the girl's drunk, so technically she could press charges. I'm following a form of rape. Now, you talk about digging a hole. I mean, I was trying to be a cool guy because people, a lot of times openers are pissed because headliners. And I let it go for months and months and months. But one time, we had Yucko the Clown on from Stern, and he brought a big black dildo as a prop. So he, by mistake, left the black dildo on the stage. Bob didn't clean up his blue cheese dressing. So I went on stage 2 minutes into an hour set. 2 minutes into an hour set. I slip on the blue cheese dressing, and my knee hits the black fake cock, the black dildo. And it causes my ankle to twist, and I fall on the stage. I slipped on blue cheese dressing and fell on a black cock, which is the name of my new book. So after that, I said, guys, let's just huddle up here. Everyone's got their money. We have to have a conversation about the opening. I don't mean to be uptight. I don't. I'm not a stickler. I know. I heard Paul Reiser says, listen, don't say damn. Say darn.
The diplomatic Artie.
Right. I'm not that guy. I'm not Paul Reiser. I don't have $500 million for me about you. And blah, blah, blah. I'm not Sinatra saying, work clean, kid. You work blue. I don't like you. I like you working blue. Work clean. I'm not that guy. Here's what I would like to suggest. Bob, I would like you not to commit a Class A felony right before I go on stage. I can't believe that every night, and I can attest to this, every night Bob found a girl to do this. I would say that you'll never find the girl every night. You'll see, watch.
And he buries his face in there, right? Like he goes in, doesn't he?
It's sexual assault. It's a Class A felony. And who wants to eat after that? The restaurant with so one guy was famous for his blue cheese dressing. Not anymore. Not anymore, buddy. God. Guess what it's famous for now? I said, Bob, what if she's not sanitary? What if she's got remnants of, what if there's shit in her asshole?
He doesn't care.
Look, it kills. Bob, the issue is not whether it kills. I'm not arguing whether it kills. It's like something you'd see at a state fair in the 30s, behind the curtain. The bearded woman shitting in your mouth or something. This is a spectacle. This is the Hindenburg. And he was arguing with me. I go, Bob, how dare? I mean, let's just come on. So reluctantly, we dropped that bit. And Yucko, I just never called back. So I solved that problem. So I am a bit of a diplomat. Yeah. So I come back for the summer, and again I was doing stand up every night. And after I did a set, my last set was at a club called Stand Up New York back then, which was one of my favorite clubs back then. This is, the '90s still. I go with a couple of buddies of mine to some sort of Major League Baseball event at the Four Seasons Hotel, and afterwards we're at the bar. Now, certain 5-star hotels in L.A. have whores all over the place. And Chris Rock told the most amazing story on Stern where he fucked a hooker who told him he got her pregnant. And she tried to scam him out of $500,000. He was married at the time, and she said, "Look, I'll get an abortion for like $500,000." And what happens is, in case you want to test to see if she's really pregnant, the other part of the con is her Nigerian boyfriend gets her pregnant after you fuck her, and so you get a test where you see she is in fact pregnant. And so that's the fucking scam. What awful human beings there are in the world. What awful. And Rock is open about this. He said it on the show.
$500,000.
$500,000 he won. So Rock called the cops. God bless him. And they stung her. You know, when she showed up for the money, there was cops there. And, you know, the Nigerian boyfriend her went away. But Rock said she was hot. Because I said, what about a rubber? He goes, oh, man, she was so hot. At some point, you don't even know if you had a rubber on or not. That's how hot this bitch was. And I said, white. He goes, white? Yeah, I said, fucking that poor father. Oh, that poor father. Oh, whatever your last name is, we'll call him Mr. Abernathy. Oh, Mr. Abernathy, what happened? What happened to this young, lovely girl? This girl that came out of your wife's womb that you put fertilizer on, your male fertilizer. And then you worked so hard, probably at a shit job. You were like a Norman Rockwell painting for a while. You probably had another son that you taught Little League. And you went down to the general store with your daughter and you got some meat for the food that night. And you killed a pig. And your wife made a salad and she would hum generic Cole Porter songs. And you called the people in the Army the boys. How are the boys doing? Stuff like that. You taught your son how to play wiffle ball, and your daughter was taught cheerleading. And, at some point, after you taught her cheerleading, at some point in her life, someone taught her how to suck a black dick.
Abernathy's like the greatest dad ever.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Abernathy, how are you? Good. and she had a lot of suitors. We'll call her Barbara. Is Babs home? Babs Abernathy? Best cheerleader in Waukesha County. Best cheerleader in Suck-a-Black-Cock County.
I love how he's Nigerian, too. Like, where did that guy come from?
Well, she targeted black celebrities. That's what she did. That was her fucking thing. That was her fucking avenue.
This guy's getting pussy by
That was
default.
her zone. Exactly. The Nigerian guy, some guys are just with pussy like, it's work. I gotta go fuck this fucking 10. I gotta go fuck my girlfriend who's in Arizona 9. To complete the Chris Rock scam. That's what I got to do this afternoon. What are you doing? Sheetrock in the bathroom? Some people just figure out life. Hey, Mr. Abernathy, where's Babs? Best cheerleader in Suck-a-Black-Cock County. Best cheerleader in Suck-a-Jig-Cock County. Wisconsin, Suck-a-Jig-Cock, Wisconsin. I'm from a little town. Where are you from, honey? You just got off the bus. Hi, I'm Babs Abernathy. My real name's Barbara, but they call me Babs. My middle name is Ann. Oh, yeah, great. Where are you from?
Barbara Ann!
Barbara Ann Abernathy. Bah. Where are you from? Little town in Wisconsin, Suck-a-Jig-Cock, Wisconsin. Suck-a-Jig-Cock. It's an Indian name.
What's the name of the football team?
I may throw up laughing. I just, Dan, block out the next 4 weeks on the calendar. Call Crashing at HBO. What's Artie doing? He's laughing. Suck-a-Jig-Cock. Hey. Later on, she goes, God, what? The Nigerian guy realized where she's from. Goes, God, what a coincidence. It's like if Hank Aaron were from hit a home run in Alabama.
I was going to try to double down on Suck-a-Jig-Cock, and I realized it could go nowhere good after Suck-a-Jig-Cock.
Yeah. She's also she moved to blackmail a black guy county. Blackmail a black blackmail a black guy. County. Holy shit, that's funny. Oh man. It's like if Steph Curry were from hit a 3-pointer. Shoot a 3-pointer a town. Yeah, it's me, Babs Abernathy. You know, from Suckajigcock County. From Suckajigcock, Wisconsin. Babs, I've got a job for you. This is Awul Adafor. He just lost the lead in the Armistead. And that was his last real shot at a movie career. But he's got one other choice as a career. Let him pitch it to you. And we thought of you because of where you're from. We were wondering if you wanted to maybe, I don't know, test fate.
I love there's a narrative of the broker, the guy brokering the deal.
I know. Well, it's very complicated. This is like a Pinter play, a lot of the characters. We need character development.
You're like Shakespeare.
This is Shakespearean. Yeah. Oh, God, this is great. What do you mean by where I'm from? Suckajigcock? Yeah, Indian name. I never thought of it. Well, you know how if you say it real fast, say it slower. Where you from? Suckajigcock. Right. A little slower. Suckajigcock, Wisconsin. Wait a minute. Now I know where you're going with that. Are you with us,
mister?
Are you with us? Well, gee, I've got a call back. There's a show called Two Broke Girls. I'm meeting a woman named Whitney Cummings who's created it. And she says I've got a good chance of getting one of the broke girls. Well, you go on that audition, and when you don't get it, come back here. Did you get it? Miss Cummings just called me personally and said, I didn't get it. I lost it. And they said that, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to act. Well, say that name of town a little slower. Say the name of your hometown a little slower. And we'll get to work. I'll lay it out for you. And then we have to work fast, though. Flip Wilson is at the bar at we have to work fast. Al Roker's at the bar at the Peninsula. You like the weather, don't you, Babs? Sure I do. Here's the deal. Al's got a lot of money. We checked. Do you think, Babs, you could get over there and suck a jig? Be a cheerleader for Suck a Jig Cock, just one more.
We checked Al's bank account. We need to get you in there. We Googled it.
Yeah, we went to celebritynetwork.com. And he's perfect for this. And we'll see how it goes. At the end of the night, she's crying. It didn't work. Well, it turns out that it didn't work. And turns out that I think he'd rather have your Nigerian boyfriend. No, you'll get better at it. Don't worry about it. Just shake it off. But hurry up because Anthony Anderson is going to be at the...
Dude, that guy's a good guy.
Yeah.
I hope he does good.
AA. We call him AA. And, that's what happened. So anyway.
How many years do you think she gets for that? She's probably out right now doing it to people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way they put her in jail for any amount of time.
Well, what it is it's larceny. It's listen, it's not a small crime.
Yeah.
Because it's federal too, because I'd say 15 years. And if they're good, they get out and, fine. Yeah, you're right. I mean, this happened. Rock told us the story. I remember him telling it. We were still at K-Rock. So we hadn't even gotten a series yet, which means it had to be 03, 04. He tells the story. They get busted. And it happened 2 years before that. Yeah, they're out.
Yeah.
Oh, they're out.
You were never scared about that when you're touring and when you were making all that fucking dough a weekend?
Sure, I was scared of a lot of shit.
I know you do whatever you want, but I'm saying...
No, you're right. I was scared. I was scared of everything you're saying. But I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
I bought an illegal gun years ago. 357, baby, at the port. No background check.
That's fucking terrifying.
No background check, baby. It's at my mom's house. She doesn't even know it. It's underneath her Hummel collection. It's underneath where my high school diploma should have been.
Oh.
Anyway, what was I telling? Oh, yeah, the Puerto Rican girl. Yeah, so I meet this chick. So I date her. This would be the summer of 2000. I dated her for about a month. She lived in Red Hook, Brooklyn. 6'2" Puerto Rican chick with green contact lenses. The craziest fuck I've ever had in my life. I don't even know what. Sometimes I thought I was mugged. I don't know what happened. And I did. I asked her when I left the room in my house. I'd make her clap her hands. Is that terrible? One time I took a shit and I made her clap her hands. When I came out, it looked like she was clapping her hands for her boy that she just potty trained. Yeah, Artie shit. Yeah.
Her hands must have been huge.
Yeah, she had big hands. She was from she was from Mugga White Guy County. Yeah, Mugga White Guy, Brooklyn, little known section, all Puerto Rican. Anyway, but she had a nice body and whatever, and again, her face looked like Ramon Ramos from Seagull. Before the accident. Anyway, crazy. I had a Mercedes 500 SL. I was a jerk off, and I had that for 3 years. I bought the biggest asswipe car. I could afford it. It cost me $80,000 at the time in the year 1998. That little black Mercedes, brand new, black on black. And this chick I was dating in L.A., we put the top down and put the heat on and drive up to San Francisco every once in a while. I had to have a gig. We stayed at bed and breakfast. The life was so good at one point. Why did I just say the end? Artie's life ends here. The end. Everything worked out great. Bed and breakfast. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Time has to go on. Who wants that? Anyway. Yeah, so she loved that car. And it was clear she was not in the relationship because she was attracted to me on any level. I would say, I'm coming to get you. I'd say I would go to cheap. I would take her to Nobu. It was like, forget it. She probably blew me there. And she would go, "You gonna pick me up in your car?" Scream it.
That's cultural, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I dated a DR girl. I had sex with her once, and she was screaming at me in that kind of voice.
Well, did you ever do stand-up for the single worst thing to see? Unless you turn it around and you have fun, you could kill with it. But a lot of times, to me, maybe you have a different opinion. But to me, as a comedian, worst thing you could see to interrupt the show is a Puerto Rican bachelorette party.
Oh yeah,
okay,
no.
The bride is always 250 pounds with a belly shirt. There's a tattoo on her neck of somebody. Sometimes it's her dead brother. Sometimes it's her. Sometimes it's the lucky guy she's about to marry. Belly ring, tramp stamp. It says "I love men." She turned it "I love Menudo." and you know, hairy back. The tramp stamp is covered because of her hairy back. I got a tramp stamp. No, you don't. Unless it's a tattoo of hair.
Oh.
Anyway, but anyway, this chick was smoking. But that's do you agree? I mean, like bachelorette parties.
The worst. I mean, I was headlining a gig recently, and they had one, and they were the first time ever that they've been quiet. I couldn't fucking believe it.
Well, you know, maybe the pills kicked in. Maybe the Molly.
Don't you want to fuck all? Maybe it's me because I have a problem. But don't you fuck
all Puerto Ricans?
That and all the bachelorettes when they're in the audience.
Are you kidding me? That's the worst thing. One time this freaked me out too. I had sex with a chick who was the bachelorette at a bachelorette party. I had a chick. She got married a week later. I didn't know it.
You were on her list, like her five or something?
Well, I was very much a celebrity at the time. I was doing stand-up in Vegas at the Hard Rock, and we met these girls that were out, and she was very drunk. I was drunk. I got her back to the room. I had sex with her, and she got
was she wearing all the penis shit?
No,
and the hat and the sash?
No. She was wearing real jizz after a while.
No. I feel like dudes will cheer for you. Like
pearl necklace.
Artie Lang.
Well, listen. Well, I don't know. No, I don't think that. I begged her not to do it. So I said, honestly, I don't relate to that. Again, I was never a ladies' man, and because I became a bit of a celebrity, and the Stern Show, you go retard, you get pussy. I tripped into it. And this chick was down. What can I tell you? Down, as they say on Jersey Shore. She was down. God, those Jersey Shore people disappeared butt quick. Thank God.
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, that was quicker than I thought. Right down the manhole. But she.
Do you remember what she looks like?
She's a ball, very cute blonde.
Oh, sorry, I get into this shit.
Very cute blonde, 25-ish. From the South. I won't say what state I get. Well, this was 06. But I had to get her out of there. Because I had a package coming. And again, the doorman at the place, I said, guys, I am not as cool as I look right now, but I have to get her out. Something else is coming, and it's very bad if that something sees this something.
So you're fucking, and you need to get out before the drugs are more important. You're like, I need to get.
It's not a drug.
Oh, a package. Sorry.
It's a package known as a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. So FedEx was sending that one in.
She was coming. Well, the cat's out of the bag. My girlfriend Dana was coming. I just said whatever. I mean, Vegas. I fell off the wagon in Vegas, and I was very faithful in Detroit, but Vegas, I don't know what happened. But again, so the security guards were helping me get one chick out, and my girlfriend was coming in, who was a beautiful girl too. And I said, guys, I am not this cool. I promise you, this doesn't. But I have an issue here. And I'm not proof I'm not cool. I don't know what to do in this situation.
Oh, so you're telling me you banging this a hot 25-year-old, and you do it in a way where you time it perfectly?
No. We sort of woke up in a stupor after we had sex, and she gets up crying now because she's sober and she realizes what happened. I was the Chippendale. Do you understand? Do you understand how she ruined her bachelorette party? Like she had a sister too who was crying, screaming at my friend Ross. Ross didn't know what to do because he's the one who told me, he goes, dude, she's the bachelorette. And that's right, it wasn't my stand-up. We were there with the Stern Show.
Oh, that was one of the
it was one of the trips. And my buddy Ross was such a good guy to me there. He helped me out with the other girls because she had a sister who she was missing the girl. She didn't know where she was.
Because she didn't want anyone to judge her, so she slipped out.
I guess. I don't know. It just happened. I mean, of all the people, could you imagine the girl said, we didn't know where she was. We thought she was chopped up in a trunk but fucking Artie Lang probably, God, she preferred the trunk. Fucking Artie Lang, I'm sure never was on the list of where she could be. So again, it was like 9 o'clock and my girlfriend had landed. She was on her way to the hotel.
Oh, God.
Oh. So I'm panicking. This chick's stuff is all over the fucking room.
God.
So I changed rooms. One of the kids.
That's a pretty genius move.
Let's just put it this way: they have a butler that is so worth a tip, and he got me in another room that wasn't made up yet. And it was a small room, but basically, I said to my girl, "It's we had like no water in the room, no cold, so they're making it up." And she's like yelling about the bar guy. No, it's terrible, but what are you gonna do? Because she had like, I don't know how she did this, but there was her lipstick or something was on the sink, and you couldn't get it off. I was scraping off like, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? What do you put on your face? And she was adorable, but she wouldn't stop crying.
Oh,
it's not your fault. I should have told you. I'm like, just get the fuck out. Have a good life. What does the guy do? He's a mechanical engineer. He's very successful. Okay.
There's some fucking guy right now. He probably has kids and shit too.
Oh God. One of them's chubby. One of the kids is chubby and has a wise ass mouth. Man, I'll tell you, little Darren is really not like the other kids. He's from Suckajigcock County. Suckajigcock is the funniest thing I've ever thought of. Funniest joke I've ever thought of. That's all. I'm not a cerebral comic. I'm not a smart comic. That's what I do. I do jokes like that, quite frankly. But it was again the butler. They call him a butler. And
is it just your room or the string of rooms?
I was on the same floor as Howard.
So you
Howard and Beth were 10 feet away.
Your boss and his wife.
My boss, who's the biggest media figure in the world, and his wife. My boss, who is the biggest media figure in the world, and his wife. was 10 feet away. The girl is screaming.
In the fucking hallway, she must be losing her shit because you're not taking her out.
No, I don't know.
The butler.
I said, listen. I don't want to, I don't want to like rush you. But there's a major thing going on. And quite frankly, you should have told me you were a bachelorette. Because I wouldn't have done this. Because I'm better than this.
Sorry.
Okay. And then we go down, and guess what? She goes, well, you have to walk me down at least. I'm like, I don't want to walk you down.
So now she wants to do social fucking protocol with you?
Well, first of all,
come on.
every Stern fan in America is down there.
Oh, man.
And they do research. They know when my girl's arriving.
Oh, God.
Who's this? Your cousin, Art? Your smoking hot blonde cousin?
What's all that red shit on your hands, Art?
Yeah, exactly. Your smoking hot blonde cousin who doesn't look at all Italian from the South? Why is she crying? Wearing a towel. I can't even. I just don't know what happened to me. I don't know. How am I alive?
Hey, was that the trip where they thought you were dead?
Yes.
Oh, that's the first time I ever met you, that trip.
2 days later, they thought I was dead. Because it was announced on the national television. That's like hearing your own epitaph. Comedian Artie Lang was found dead today by his girlfriend. Thank God, it could have been some chick from the South.
Oh, that'd have been a
Could you
bad
imagine?
move.
They said they announced it. That's on YouTube. You could find that, Dan, if you probably find it. Maybe we'll play the audio.
Found by a bachelorette.
Yeah,
Abernathy. Babs Abernathy has found him dead.
Attention, Suckajig County. Snowstorm coming. The Captain Janks called the he called the local news station in Las Vegas and said Stern's in town with Artie, and Artie's dead. They drug overdose, and his girlfriend found him, and it went on TV. It was on television, and I heard because the two mornings later, I'm in bed with Dana, my girlfriend, and in the morning at 7 a.m. and we went to bed like an hour before, and I get a call from Ronnie, the limo driver, and he's with security at the hotel, and he said, "Is this Artie Lang?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Listen, we have to come up and actually look at you, physically look at you." I'm like, "Why? What's going on? What's going on?" And he said, "Well, it was announced on the news you're dead, so we have to come up." So I said, "Put Ronnie on the phone." Ronnie goes, "Yeah, Artie, just I'm glad you're all right, but let them do this." So I walk to the door, and Ronnie confirms it's me. And I go, "What happened?" They tell me. I go, "You have to get me to a phone." I call my mother. I said, if my mother sees on a scroll on CNN, picks that up, there's going to be a shitstorm a-coming that you don't want.
How's that funny, by the way? That kind of hits too close to home.
Well, it was kind of funny. When you hear the report. Because, of course, Howard played it 5,000 times.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, that's brutal.
Giggling. Well, I called my mom. I said, my mother and sister know, so I'm fine with it now. But my mother thought, are you really not, you're not really dead, are you? I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, man, I've lived life. Yeah. A lot of fucked up shit. It's not that smooth, but anyway, I got the chick out, and I felt bad. I'm like, listen, go fuck a hot guy tomorrow. Get a real chip in there. I shouldn't be the last.
Double down on your dick in Vegas.
I said, listen, I should not be the last thing. And I don't even remember this. Actually, that'd be awful. What an awful time for her. No, I actually do. I had like a little coke dick. I lasted a long time. I think she was technically passed out by it since I came. Her tits were weird.
In what sense? Like
they were
one
uneven,
bigger than the other? Oh.
But she was a doll. Perfect ass. Yeah, she needed tit work. With tit work, she's a 9. But her tits were like sort of like saggy, and I'm giving her shit. Matter she's a subscriber. I have a bond with
I got a
Artie
little
Lang.
piece of you already.
Yeah.
Subscribing.
It's weird that you have your one comedian that you like is Artie Lang. Yeah, we will have the Artie Quitter podcast on. And she hears this.
Do you think women brag about fucking you? She must be, right?
No.
Someone's bragging
I
about
think the
fucking
direct
you.
opposite is true. They keep it low. Which is fine, which is great.
That's great for you.
Yeah, get the King of Queens in trouble. I pictured the husband being like this redneck on a tractor. Well, who'd you buck? Artie Lang. The too fat, the best guy. The one on that Jew show. I'll kill him. Where's my two gauge? Where's my 2 gauge? Get me my bullets. There's a guinea gonna die up in Jersey tonight. You mafia motherfucker. Bring the mafia on. You wop, there you go, greaser. You know what we call Italians here? Niggers.
That's the ad. People have. It's a real thing, man. Do you ever?
Oh, absolutely.
I have had such. I had someone.
I know
call
what
me
it's like
recently.
to be black, and I'm with my brothers.
I was talking about a man finding you, but yeah, okay.
What finding? Oh, I'm with my brothers. I am, because I felt like those 4 little girls who were burned to death in the church a couple of times because I was pulled over. I have a bond with the 4 little girls. Well, maybe not that. They had it worse. Yeah, Italians are black. How dare they? Gutter snipes. Yeah, you're black. You know, where am I from? A little town called Italians in Niggers County. Sucker dick cock, Wisconsin. Kill a Jew. Kill a Jew Township. Yeah, I'm getting on the train, motherfucker. I'm busting it up there.
Busting it up.
I'm tucking in my Wranglers. And I'm stopping at every Cracker Barrel for pancakes and a good shit. And I'm taking my 2 gauge. And I'm killing your ass. Why is he killing me again? I forget. So, the Puerto Rican girl, she would yell, you gonna pick me up in your car? And she would tell the whole neighborhood in Red Hook. They'd watch me like it was the inauguration of the president. They'd be lined up to see my Mercedes. It was so odd.
So you were in L.A., but you back here.
No, this is in New York.
Okay.
I was living in L.A.
Yeah, but you were back here. Okay.
It was in
The
between.
summer.
I did everything in 2s until the Stern Show. I was on Mad TV. I was a longshoreman for 2 years. I worked construction for 2 years. I drove a cab for 2 years. I was on Mad TV for 2 years. I did movies for 2 years, and then I was on the Norm Show for 2 years. This was in between the first and second season. Mm-hmm. I let go of my condo, and I got a new one for the second season. And I came back here to do. I did stand-up spots and on the road colleges every night to get an hour. And by the end, I had an hour. But the fling of the summer was this.
This fucking Amazonian.
Yeah, Aquanda. And she would say, "You gonna pick me up your car?" And so I would let her drive, and I didn't give a shit. On the West Side Highway, I remember doing like 80, taking like it was Footloose or something. I was in the Puerto Rican Footloose. Yeah. Like drinking Bacardi out of a paper bag. I was in the culture war.
She's so fucking big. That's all I keep picturing.
She could post up McHale. What a blowjob. And she had a retainer.
Oh.
Yeah. She had a retainer. I said, well, you're like my lawyer. He has a retainer. He makes me have a retainer. What's that mean? Is that some sort of racist joke? You'll pick me up in your car.
Man.
An insanely great blowjob. Fake teeth.
Oh.
Is that what the retainer was for?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to her. But it involved her not listening properly to her ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Who she had a tattoo of on her shoulder. In his orange jumpsuit. Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking jealous now. Let's go up to Rikers so I can say, fuck you, baby.
Drive me to Rikers.
Drive me to Rikers in your car. Hey. Tell Armando Rodriguez in cell block H2. Cell 58. He in there with some fucking skinhead. Tell him to look out the fucking window. It's me, baby. Chick you told to fuck off. Look who I'm dating. Some motherfucker on some show I ain't never heard of, but still. That's my wet mama from Mad TV. I got that money in my pocket. Look out the window, Armando.
His cell with the window.
Yeah.
He's falling favorably on.
Look out the window. I got pulled tonight. We going to Nobu. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. when there's a BU in the restaurant he takes me to, but yours is Burger King. Mine's Nobu. They ain't got no Whoppers at Nobu. You wouldn't like it, Armando. Enjoy your fucking Rikers Island ribs. I'm having myself some fucking Toro belly tuna. I'm getting this shit they call Seiki. Fucking $800 a bottle, motherfucker. I'm breaking Artie tonight. I'm fucking Artie Lang of the Norm Show, who live at 322 Wilshire Boulevard.
Your address?
Yeah, right. His social security number is 162. He got a Mercedes, black on black. Black on black.
You know what though? Dating like a girl from like the neighborhood like that.
Yeah.
They short-sighted, right? She probably could have got a lot more.
Oh,
she like my mom's an attractive like girl from the neighborhood, and I remember she even got this lesbian to give her baseball cards.
Me.
Yeah, she got a lesbian woman to like. She would give this woman a hint of her pussy. She would never do anything with her, as far as I know.
Oh.
But this woman literally gave us her baseball cards to hold, and my mother sold them. That's how ruthless my mom was.
That's pussy, man. I tell you, some chicks, when they figure out what they have. Richard Pryor said it. They got half the money and all the pussy. Again, has a truer statement ever been said? And I've left women in cities all around the world. And they said, and I take the money, and they go, how many? I said, you have the most valuable currency in between your legs. Use it.
It's the truth.
You have my permission. Use it. No boo. Yeah. Guess what? At Nobu, you don't order in numbers. I ain't getting the number 3 tonight. In Nobu, they ain't even got fries. They don't have to go out for. Ain't got them.
Try me to ride because I was in your car. That's the
car. Best. Unbelievable. He gonna see what I'm fucking doing. The best revenge is living well, motherfucker. Yeah, we dated for. My mother never met her.
You don't say.
Am I going to your cousin's wedding because you buy me a dress? I don't know where Fred lives, but I know where Barnage does. Madison and 58, motherfucker. She said that to me once. I wanted to buy like a bag. I don't know where Fred lives. I know where Barney does. Shit. I was in a ghetto relationship. I was in the barrio. Yeah. So that was fun. I think the big song that summer was Who Let the Dogs Out. Who let the dog out? Who let the Mercedes out? You guess what my favorite actress is? Mercedes Rule. Motherfucker.
Mercedes Rule.
Call me. I'm eating so much sushi, I might miss a play like Jeremy Piven. I got too much iron in me. I might have to call in sick down the barbershop. Someone else sweeping up that hair tonight because I got too much iron in me. Like Jeremy Piven. Because I eat nothing but sushi. Nothing but tuna, baby. Toro tuna.
Mercedes Rule.
Guess who I'm meeting later? Norm MacDonald. And David Spade. Artie already gave me Spade's cell phone. I've been calling him motherfucker. I gave her Spade's. I've done that before.
Unbeknownst to her.
Well, I've done that before where, people, one time David Tell did this where we had to go to, I did a benefit for him. Dave does so much charity work. And at the end, they promised we would bring something like merchandise to raffle off. I forgot my book and everything. And I said, you know what? I got Spade's cell number. Does anybody want that? And I raffled off Spade's cell number.
Oh, God.
Get a call from Spade. Hey, asshole. Hey, funny fella. You realize with one phone call I could get you escorted to the border of Hollywood and just left. and just never. You'll never be allowed. But one time, I forgot myself, and I texted something to Spade, and I put LOL at the end of it. Oh. He goes, first of all, I'll tell you when something's funny. So fucking great. I wanted to put out an album of David Spade's voicemails to me, cutting me down. It was so
that funny.
Oh my God,
that dude is funny, right?
He's one of the funniest guys. I think those guys will tell you. Even Norm says Sandler. All those guys will say Spade, or like especially off stage, is the funniest.
He's got that dry wit.
Gosh, he's unbelievable. He's so fucking.
He fucking cleans up, man.
He's so fast. I think I did something to him too. I'm getting a very cold reaction from Spade, but I think he's one of those guys who, like, he's so into the celebrity cycle that he does it because I think he thinks that's what Dean Martin did or something.
Oh, you mean who he surrounds himself with?
Yeah,
you mean
something
like what their status is?
Yeah, something like that. He's got this amazing story about celebrity stuff because he does small talk and schmooze like a lot of the A-list hosts at SNL. Norm said I would never fucking be able to talk to them, and Spade was best friends with him. You know? And like a week later, you go, "Where are you?" I'm at Applebee's with Charles Barkley. Like, what? Charles Barkley? How do you know him? He goes, he hosted the show. I'm like, he did? I even forgot you. But Sean Penn and him, he got to know Sean Penn, and they were both going to be in Vegas at the same hotel. So Sean Penn gets there, and he asks for Spade's number, and the woman goes, we have no one under that name. And he keeps going, come on. So he's clearly under a fake name. So finally, because it's Sean Penn, they go, okay, I'll give you the room. So Spade's under a different name. Sean Penn leaves him a note. Spade gets home that night at 5 a.m., and the note is, hey, David, it's Sean Penn. I was trying to get in touch with you, but I couldn't because, of course, I know the deal. You had to change your name and blah, 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 because you're famous and stuff. I know the deal. Listen, when you get in later, call me. I'm in my room. I'm under the name Sean Penn.
That's fucking perfect.
Yeah. Sean Penn, very funny. That chick, I love telling that story about the Puerto Rican chick. She was so fucking funny. I wonder what she's doing now. She probably has the same number.
I would love to call her.
Hey! She's probably in Rikers. We reunited. A lot has happened in my life. But I always thought it was you. Is that true? Because I thought we had a connection, motherfucker. Yeah, absolutely. What's your name again?
If you ended up with it.
I go, what's your name again? Shit. She had a sister named Isis. Very, very disconcerting. So anyway, I forget what was the opening supposed to be about? I had an opening. What was I doing today, Dan? How do we start the show? What are you doing? Are you looking at the bowls? Dan has a weird look. There's a new thing Dan does, very dismissive, where he makes this noise like, and then I look at him. He's looking down. He's not even paying attention to the show. He's
what are you talking about?
You make a noise. You go, it's very odd.
Did you hear any noises?
No, listen back to this guy. It's the last couple of nights. Remember I said, did you just laugh? And you went, no. You don't even know you do. You go, and I look over like I think you're laughing, and you're looking down at the computer like, I don't know what you're looking at.
What the fuck? Laugh, Dan. Come on.
No, I don't want. No, just don't make any noise. Either laugh or don't make a noise. You go. You throw out bait or something. What was I talking about at the start of the show? What was I supposed? I was saying something I wanted to get into. Well, Josh is here.
Yeah, I'm here. We're doing it.
I was asking you how I said something I want to say.
We're talking about Mariah Carey for a second.
You opened for Mariah Carey. We were talking about opening.
Yeah, you were talking about middling and if you ever smoked like a headliner, and then we kind of got in.
Right. So you dropped a little piece of information very, very casually before we went on the air. I learned this from Howard. Save it for the air. I always said to Howard, what if the story sucks? He goes, we'll make fun of it. It'll be funnier. We'll make fun of you sucking. No, but you opened for Mariah Carey.
I did.
How'd this happen?
So I was at the Comedy Store in La Jolla. These people from the House of Blues came up to me and they said, hey, they saw my set and they came up to me. And
what year are we talking about?
It's just like 2003.
Wow, okay.
4 or something like that.
She's a massive star.
It's right after that glitter shit where she has like a breakdown.
Right.
So she was playing like a 5,000-seater.
Before Nick Cannon leached on. Before Nick Cannon barnacled his way onto her fucking boat.
Trampoline to
right,
celebrity.
Exactly. Just epoxy his fucking hanger-on user, fucking sucking the life out of comedy. Nick Cannon. Diane Cannon's funnier. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
So they're like, we want a white comic to open up for Mariah. And
I know a guy used to date a motherfucker. He had a Mercedes, which means he was funny.
So he was there like, and they said specifically white, and I go,
wait a minute. So we want a white guy. Who said this?
It was the two guys were from, because House of Blues.
They saw your set at the Comedy Store in La Jolla. Okay.
Yeah. I came off stage.
Right.
And it's these two middle-aged white guys.
Right.
Trying to be really hip.
Right.
And they were like, we need a white comic.
They have ponytails? Okay. We need a white comic.
Specifically, they said white comic.
To fuck Mariah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm in. The money was terrible, but I literally just started my career. I had no idea.
What's the story?
And I'm like, I can't wait. I thought it's my big break. It's gonna happen.
Your
for
big
me.
break.
It's gonna
I
happen.
do well
for
here.
me.
I can open up for Sister Sledge. If this goes well, I can open up for a little woman named Gloria Gator. He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Go ahead.
That was Gladys Knight.
Dan corrects me as if it means it. Go ahead.
So I take the gig. I show up there.
What if you held out for more money? No. Come back later.
Be trifled with this.
Okay, Mariah, listen, we found a white guy. He's good, but he's holding out. He wants $60. He wants tolls. He wants toll money. Okay, whatever.
So I fucking get there, and the business or whatever, the backstage manager guy, he goes, here's your credentials. You're allowed in every room but Mariah. It's like, I didn't know that already. Like I was going to kick the fucking door in and be like, where's the party at?
Every room, literally. Except Mariah.
Specifically with, but not Mariah's.
Right.
restaurant.
My wife is getting dressed in the other room, and she has a skin disease that she's very self-conscious about, and it hurts and it bleeds. You can go there while she's changing, but not Mariah.
It's like, all right. Then he goes, don't look at her for a long time. And I'm like, well, now I'm thinking, like, who the fuck is staring at her for so long? And she's like, these people are irritating me.
Weirdos. Nick Cannon. Dude, look at that bitch right there. I'm make that bitch my wife. See, I'm gonna put a Nick Cannon charm in my book. I'm gonna make that bitch my wife. Here go. Here my career plan, man. Here Nick Cannon career plan. Man. You ready, motherfucker? I'm gonna learn to talk better. I'm gonna get more articulate. That's right, motherfucker. Fuck you. You jealous of me trying to move up in the world, motherfucker? You stay in the hood, motherfucker. Shit, what do you mean I'm not funny? You ain't seen my empire? You ain't seen my empire? Shit. Funny, motherfucker. You met me, motherfucker. Shit. First, I'm gonna clean up my language. Get more articulate. There's a speech class over on 148th Street. I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna step up on this bitch. I'm gonna say, hey, Mariah, what's up? My name is Nick Cannon. I'm a comedian. And she's gonna see my set, because I'm gonna work on my set after I get articulate. I'm gonna get some great bits. I'm gonna steal. I don't give you about steal. I'm climbing. It's America. I'm gonna take all the Mario Joyner's material, because he ain't doing nothing no more. I'm gonna take Jimmy J.J. Walker. I'm gonna do the whole dynamite thing, but no one's gonna know. And then I'm gonna step off on Carey. Hey, bitch. It's Nick Cannon. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna lay down the pipe. Articulate. I'm gonna get more articulate. You can get more what? Articulate. You're gonna get more what? Articulate. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna learn to speak better. Bitch. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So I can't go anywhere, but I can go everywhere but her.
That's unbelievable. That's just the best. Like, why don't I do that?
You should do that.
How about the place? The only place you're allowed is Artie's room.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
So I go, don't look at her. All right, I got it. Check and check, right? I got it.
Don't look at her.
And I'm going in. They have this little room where they're making like souffles and shit.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, and Randy Jackson's sitting there.
What? That was my innovation. I said, bitch, we need a souffle room. Let's fucking lit this up. You making bank.
And there's all these smoking hot dancers back there.
Of course.
And I'm really awkward. I'm just so fucking awkward. I'm out of place.
Well, why wouldn't you be? Who wouldn't be?
They're talking about the helicopter ride. I just want out.
Yeah,
Like, I
you're doing
want
a
out.
set at the fucking Comedy Store fucking how long ago? And now you're opening for Mariah Carey and you're getting rules.
There's 5,000 people in this open air theater.
And they're not going to like any of your
And
bits.
you know what? I am so naive because I'm not a professional yet. I think this is it. I'm gonna fucking rip this room apart. I'm gonna get signed to something.
You're not ripping the room apart.
Yeah, it's terrible. So they tell me to go down and wait to go on stage. I have about 30 minutes to kill, so I'm sitting with the stage techs watching Black Hawk Down in this back room, and they're talking shit about her. They're like, she brings too much shit on the stage. It's whatever. So finally they bring me up. They don't have anyone to announce me. Right? So I'm trying to make a voice.
Oh, man.
And behind this huge couch on stage.
Yo, this is Armando. Welcome to La Jolla. Welcome to the La Jolla Arena. I am a Mariah Carey stylist. As you know, I have a throat of satin. I have a satin throat. I'm famous for my satin throat. And I, of course, invented the Pantene shampoo. That's why I'm here. And I was the only one who said to Mariah, they're having trouble with their hair. And I say, listen. Right now you use Salon Selectives level 5. Have you tried level 6? And they said there is no level 6. I said, because I haven't invented it yet. I'm going to invent it tonight in my room. I came back level 6. Beautiful hair. So tonight, I have been given the prize of making the announcement. Your first comic is a gentleman who's about to talk. Yes, there's a bunch of comedians. There's a bunch of guys lined up. Perhaps you've seen the Girl Code tour. Yeah, Tom Gleason, Norm Crosby, all the greats. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like Mariah Carey, you'll like this next guy. First, here's PJ Landers. Yo, hung out with Artie fucking 25 years ago. You guys are a shitty fucking audience, man. Hey, Artie, you remember that night? Artie, can I have a cigarette? You remember that night we hung out, Artie? Hey, we got you. Mariah Carey, man. How about that? How cool is that? Hey, how about Armando with the satin voice? Armando with the satin voice. You made the sound 4 straight times. Did you hear it? I purposely did. You go, Dan, it's really go.
I was laughing.
No, Dan, it's really disconcerting. You have to stop doing it because it puzzles. It's very. Did you hear him do it, John? Yeah. It goes, I extended that bit because I wanted to get proof. Like, and I think Dan's laughing. And you're looking at the computer. What could you possibly be looking at? What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
I was looking at PJ Landers. He was on
God.
The Hunt. He was one of the actors on The Hunt
Let's
with John Walsh.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, he's done. He did House of Cards.
No, he's one of the guys he caught. Coming up, the worst predator I've ever tracked. PJ Landers. Last seen at CBGB Improv. Yelling at Artie live. Saying he had pharmaceutical grade cocaine. What he really had was a son of a former girlfriend in the trunk of Artie's Impala. Hey, I'm gonna hunt with John Wall. You're a shitty crowd. Let's hear it for PJ Landers with a great man. And now, the last comic before Mariah. He has a lot of sex. Matter of fact, he is a sex addict. Much like the cannon. Yes. Please welcome Accardo. Okay, so what happened? This, first of all, this is a story that comics like. You're right. This is like so. You must be thinking how surreal this is.
It's exactly that. I'm behind this couch. I'm trying to do a voice. I'm literally trying to do a similar voice.
So what do you do?
I'm like, ladies and gentlemen. I'm almost ready to make announcements like, hey, please don't put your cell phones under a slow vibrate.
It's faggot night. You try to get their attention. Like, are you a faggot? Mariah loves her faggots. If you're a faggot, you get free glitter. You get a free glitter shirt. You put the go sound in faggot. Fagurite. I just realized that. Tagurite is fagurite. Faggot. Anyway, go ahead.
So I announce my name. Like,
So you introduce yourself.
Yeah. No credits either. It's no, like, you may have seen him at the La Jolla Comedy
You know what you
Store.
should have made up, dude? You should have been like, he did 4 seasons as MacGyver Stanton. He did so well. He did a 4-episode arc on Riptide. And then he shot a pilot with Don Johnson that didn't go. But he impressed the showrunner, a little guy named James L. Brooks, so much that he became the voice of Ned Flanders for 3 years on The Simpsons before Harry Shearer sued him. He then was the lead in the Pirates of Penzance. Yeah, like, your credits are nonstop. He then got on the Bob Levy tour. For 2 years, he bought Bob's hair dye and cleaned up the blue cheese dressing. Mariah Carey's like, what's this guy doing? She's in her dressing room, literally sitting in a powder puff. Like, she sits in a big, like, powder puff that looks like a crow's nest.
What's this guy doing?
With a Brussels Griffon. Like, what is this guy doing? What's he doing? I mean, come on. I'm ready now. My voice is at its peak. I mean, first of all, PJ Landers, what was that? That went long. I didn't understand a word he said. I have to thank the black community for being so good to me. My cousin from Suckajigcock, Wisconsin.
This one's for you.
She's in town.
One sweet day.
Yeah, she's in town. You know what? She didn't have my voice, so we had to do something. I became a singer, and she is conning Chris Rock right now.
So I announced my own name.
Yeah.
And I'm hiding behind this huge couch. Like, I don't know why she had it. It's like she was Gallagher. Like, this huge couch. And I start to walk out. This sound guy tackles me, basically.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm not picking your mic up in the booth.
Right.
And he grabs my mic.
Oh, my God.
And he starts making these fucking sounds into it. Like,
what?
And I just announced myself. So now he hands it to me like it's no fucking big deal, right?
Yeah.
Like, he has no idea what a comic does. Like, he just really fucked me, like, royally.
Yeah, I'm royally. First of all, it's not a crowd that's your crowd. You're gonna have to dig your way out of, like.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to think of, like, Belinda Carlisle references.
So
I mean, what are you gonna? I mean,
seriously,
yeah. I mean, come on.
So now this fucking crowd, I know they're not into what's going on. I get the mic.
You're making an educated guess.
And I walk out.
I'm just gonna piss you.
And it's literally like all in the front row is all mentally disabled people.
No.
The whole front row.
Wait a minute. Wait, this is almost like a practical joke. She was doing a benefit or something?
No, it was just so happens that it's 5,000 people in the whole front row.
It was Nick Cannon's family?
And they're so excited. Like,
of course they are. They're excited when they eat their own shit.
It was disturbing because I told this guy, I go, hey, I told the fucking House of Blues guy, I go, hey man, I'm not a clean comic. Like,
was that first of all? Was those sounds? Was that retarded language you was speaking? Hey,
and I get up there.
I pissed on this wire, Dan. So, yeah. That might be Mario Bosco. If he doesn't have a white pizza, it's unbelievable. First of all, Josh, this is honestly, we're fucking around. One of the craziest stories I've ever heard in my life. You're doing a set one night at the La Jolla Comedy Store, and the guy says, "Do you want to open up?" And now it's retard night, and what? Like, I don't get it. Like, what the?
I don't fucking get it when I'm up there.
Well, is it like she's a retard, so she opens for? Hey,
the whole front row.
Is he making fun of the mentally disabled people? She's like, I just picture an enormous, like, white powder puff with the Armando guy or something going, I don't know, Mariah. Should I announce that he's out? Just announce it. Sorry, retards.
No, it's brutal.
Be nice to them. Brutal's not the word, dude. First of all, you should be thinking at that point I would just made the leap of like, okay, it's just a great story. Who cares?
Yeah, I was not. See, now it would be like this is the greatest story I ever got.
Right.
I was thinking I had a career, and meanwhile, 12
The
years
direct
later,
opposite was
I
true.
got no career.
The direct opposite was true.
Exactly. I got nothing.
But no, you had a great story. Like, in other words, when I got on Howard, I realized the value of like all my fuck ups. When I got on Howard, I realized was just research.
Yeah, exactly. You could write those off. You should have.
And you're getting, your version of Howard is this show where my cousins listen.
So 20 fucking minutes I'm supposed to do.
Oh,
I'm
that's
bombing.
gonna seem like a year.
I am bombing so hard I bail at 8 and then cuss out the side stage guy.
Let me tell you something, Josh. If George Carlin and Richard Pryor somehow could fucking recreate and had a child that they taught comedy its whole life, he would bomb. Yeah. There's no way not to bomb.
And I get off and I'm heartbroken, right? I'm thinking I fucked everything up. And then I look out in the
You
audience.
should have ended by eating your own shit. They would have went crazy. And now my closer, a little thing I think the front row's gonna like. That's right, guys. I'm shitting in my hand.
This one's for you.
You get all the money. This one's for the retards. I'm gonna eat my own feces. Something you guys call a healthy breakfast.
Here's how it gets worse.
No, it doesn't.
I fucking look out in the audience.
You eat your own shit?
Well, not yet. I would have.
You look out in the audience and there's
They got a Artie. They got a
David
fucking,
Geffen.
They got a fucking beach ball out there. They blew up 4 beach balls.
What?
And
now it becomes a red Astro game.
and I realized like they just filled my 12 minutes that I left with fucking beach balls.
What were you getting paid?
They were paying me $100.
Did you get it?
Well, here's where I fucked up, Roy, and you're gonna cuss me out. I said I didn't do the time. I'm Mr. Fucking.
Well, no. I'm not gonna cuss you out because no reaction is the wrong one there. You just did. If you have a story that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an amazing story. It really is. I mean, think about that. At first, you'd think God shined down on you.
Yeah.
You know, but he did sort of, because who has that story?
No.
I got stories. Nobody has that story. Nobody has that. That's great. Mariah Carey.
And then she went on and did her thing.
Nick Cannon has a similar story, but he married her. He didn't get $100. He got $100 million.
I wish I'd have got that.
$50 million a kid. Yo, I'm articulate now. Like he's asking his friends, yo, is you think I'm articulate enough to do this deal with my... No, you need more, man. You need more training. Motherfucker. I appreciate the honesty. But damn, it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. I'm taking that taking that course they say make you articulate. They said fucking Charles Barkley took the shit. And if I just need a little bit articulate to marry Mariah Carey, that's all I need. The rest will do, man. I'm gonna let out the cannon. I got the cannon in my pants. It's gonna do the work on its own. But you ever seen my improv? Where do you see this shit, man? This shit will blow your ass away. I'm gonna put on 3-piece tweed suits and host America Got Talent. I'm gonna call stuttering comedians an inspiration. I'm gonna lie my ass off. I'm gonna get a check. Motherfucker. All right. We'll take a break.
Artie, you going to Comedy Cellar tonight?
By the way, somebody put on the Greg Gutfeld show.
Hard-hitting stuff.
This guy, clearly Fox is pushing this guy. He's on a lot. And they're pushing him. I don't know if, it reminds me of a headline by the paper The Onion. Very funny headlines. And look, what I'm about to say, I don't know, they had something against Jim Breuer. Jim Breuer is a friend of mine. I don't know why they goofed on him. It wasn't Jim. It was just the fact that it was a funny thing to rail on somebody about. But it's an evil headline. I guess they had something against Breuer. I love him. But Gutfeld reminds me of this headline. There was a headline in the late 90s. All it said was, a big picture of Jim, and it said, America's love affair with Jim Breuer still yet to happen. And I feel Gutfeld could have the same headline. If you watch Fox News, which I watch a lot of it because of the political stuff. I watch CNN and Fox. MSNBC I can't deal with because I had to follow Rachel Maddow on the Tonight Show, and quite frankly, there was like an attitude that she was the funny one. She goes out there, and for you people who don't know. She looks like, she's gay, right? Dan, she's openly
Yes,
gay.
yes.
Okay. She's part of the LBGTBLT community. And I guess she's let's go through it. Lesbian. LBG is lesbian.
Lesbian, gay.
G is gay. B is bisexual.
Q.
Wait. LBGT is transsexual.
Well, you had Q as well, so it's queer and then transsexual.
Wait a minute. LBGQT?
Yeah. LGBTQT. LGBTQT.
But what is gay? Gay is queer. What's queer?
I looked this up. I had to look this up. Queer is like what you refer to someone who's almost like pansexual. It's kind of a more general.
What's pansexual mean? Asian?
Pansexual means you'll fuck pretty much anything.
That has to be in there? Why does that get a letter? Why does that get a letter?
They want to represent everything.
First of all, if you had that in Scrabble, let's see, you'd have Q. What would you form? You got the Q is 10. So I keep the Q. P is 4, right? That's a shitty Scrabble panel. Yeah, LBGTB. And so she's the L. And again, I got nothing against people, but what they choose to call each other, why? That's a really hard one. Like African American is clumsy, and it's I've said this before. It's not accurate. It's a flawed name. Because a white person could be an African American. I used to do this all the time on Howard. People would say, like if one of us, me or Fred or somebody, like they made a joke, or Gilbert, that Crazy Alice would call racist, and they would say, I'd say to her, I beat her every time. I go, you're wrong. My favorite actress is African American. Who is it? Charlize Theron, because she's from South Africa.
Yeah.
A white person can be African, so it's black, white. What's the matter with black and white? What the fuck's the matter with that? Quite frankly, I thought colored was okay. Yeah. It's a color. You're colored. But, that okay, if you don't like that, fine. I'll change it. I'll call you whatever you want. White, black seems very unoffensive to me. But no, they got to be different. We want different. We want more of you. We've given you all we have. LBGT, now they want us to call. So I don't understand this. LBGT, we have to say that every time now? LBGTQ?
You're missing some letters, but yeah.
It's so funny when Trump tries to say them off the cue card. She's so having a hard time trying not to be offensive. Because you know how many gay jokes he's probably told to Mar-a-Lago? Do you know how many gay jokes and black jokes he's probably told to Mar-a-Lago? With the heads of industry. Do you know how many gay jokes? It's like that scene in Caddyshack. Hey, did you hear the one about the Jew, the colored boy, the Catholic that go to heaven? Oh, yeah, Judge, I did. That's a good one. And it's the priest, laughing. And you cut to the black guy, who's the funniest thing in Caddyshack. He's got the judge's shoes like, colored boy. Well, you son of a bitch. Oh, Porterhouse, look at the wax buildup on these shoes. I want these gone over with a fine chamois, and I want it done today. Pronto, chop, chop. Porterhouse, by the way, there's a BMW in my parking spot. Have a tow truck come here, have it towed away. He's so great, man. That really is great.
Yeah, they're going to remake that one, too.
No, are they?
No, I'm fucking around. I'm sorry. I saw your face
fucking
drop.
around? You could be totally right.
Yeah, I know.
Who's Bill Murray? Zac Efron?
Nick Cannon's in that one.
Yeah, of course he is. Who's he, Rodney Dangerfield?
Well, who is Bill Murray in the second one?
Dan Aykroyd.
Chevy Chase. Oh, no, Dan Aykroyd. You're right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was just very... That was
sorry.
Jackie Mason is Rodney Dangerfield.
That's right.
That's very... that's a paycheck. But the LBGT. Yeah, so I can't... I see it in Fox. There's Rachel Maddow. I'm on the Tonight Show. And, she's first. What the fuck? Yeah, honestly, when Jimmy had me on at 12:30, when he was on before the Tonight Show, I got to the level of, I killed every time. I got to the level where I was first guest on that show. And on Conan, too. I was first guest on Conan.
They ever give you
Well,
2 panels? They've given you
Letterman.
2 panels before, right?
Yeah, Letterman. I got the first guest on Letterman. You know why? Purely from Killing. Not because I knew somebody, not because I was LGBT. You know how I got to be first guest? I was funny every fucking time. Every fucking time! That's how I got it. No affirmative action. I got it. How? A little thing I call being funny. That's how I fucking got it. I was first fucking guest. Not because Rachel Maddow, being LBGTK, who's witty. Oh, we got to laugh at everything she fucking says because she cut her hair when she was 16. I don't mind it if you're funny. Be funny. Oh, Jimmy, the poor guy. He's a great guy, Jimmy. I love him, but oh, the fakeness, the laughing. He's got to pretend she's a young fucking Goldie Hawn or something. It was overrated anyway. Private Benjamin. That made her like a fucking legend. Watch it. I dare you to giggle once. Women, they call women fucking comedic geniuses because they make a funny face. Jenny McCarthy got a fucking her own sketch show from doing this. She's a hot chick willing to distort her face. I hope Donnie Wahlberg gets drunk and distorts her face. I hope Mark Wahlberg does it. How about that at a wedding? I guarantee Mark Wahlberg hates her guts. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I want her to say something wrong at a Wahlberg family event, and he just drops her with that left. He's got a left, that Mark. Just drops her. All of a sudden, Southie comes out. And just boom. You know what, sweetie? You're a little too annoying. You're just a tad too annoying, Jenny. Bam. Now you're unconscious. I'm not. By the way, I don't advocate any woman. I would never hit a woman. So clearly the Fox is pushing. If you watch Fox News, there's 2 people you see all the time: Greg Gutfeld and William Devane. William Devane sells you coins. And of course the other thing is these catheters. There's 15 different type of catheters that they have commercials for. The pocket catheter, the lubricated catheter, the new fancy catheter, the old fashioned catheter, the old school catheter, the aluminum catheter, the catheter that cleans itself. I want to know the catheter that doesn't go in your dick. They make one of those?
Oh, God.
There's a pocket lubricated catheter, and these people are happy to have it. They wake up every day. You know what's going to happen to me? I've led a life where how can I not need a catheter? These people look like they were healthy. Do you know what I've shoved down my mouth? Do you know how unhealthy a life I've led? It's off the fucking charts. I saved money with a test when I went in the doctor a couple of years ago. He said, "Well, you know, it's expensive and your insurance doesn't cover, but we got to find out because you could be diabetic." I looked at him and I said, "What are the chances I'm not diabetic?"
Let's flip the coin
Let's
on this.
just save some money. You know, So they pushed this guy Gutfeld because I don't know what he is. Is he a comedian? What I don't know. So he's supposed to be a funny guy who talks about because I get material from this. The politics now is just so great.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I have to talk. I have to ask you. I want your opinion on this. It's fucking. How do people get people behind them like that? Like you just said, like you fucked up a lot, but you're still fucking funny. So people keep giving you jobs because you're
that's
fucking
why I
funny.
Because I'm exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I get.
And there's a lot of people that keep. I'm not trying to sound like a bitter
No, you're right.
asshole
There's some
here, but there's a lot of people getting shots I'm not getting, and I'm trying to
You're
figure
right.
that out.
Well, there's some people, Josh, who do get a lot of shots. They constantly get more shots even after they fail. And I think if you get a list of those names, I think you'll find there is a common ending to the last name. A lot of the people who get a lot of shots. That's all I'm saying. I think you're going to see a lot of Tholes, a lot of Mins, a lot of Bergs, Steens.
Oh, I love it.
Or there's a common color they are. Common color.
I really love it because Dan. You're talking about that $100 million that Cannon got. Dan fucking probably had a responsibility on how that guy got that fucking money, right?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Because I told him the story about
Wait. Well, I'm not finishing my Gutfeld, right? We'll get into the story later. No, it's just it goes to your point. Like they're pushing, they're not going to stop till this guy is like an international star. And why do you pick this guy? Like, I mean, look, he's clearly a bright guy. I mean, he's a smart guy. You know, obviously he is, and he's got. I mean, someone thinks he's funny. I guess. I mean, first of all, he's elfin looking. He's very odd looking. It's very. No, look. Obviously, I'm not David Beckham, but. You know, I have a comedic look. I got like that Belushi thing. Whatever. He's got a look that is very disconcerting.
Like, what the fuck is he supposed to be? What the fuck am I
he's
supposed to buy into?
Pundit. Like, I mean, but I don't know if he's supposed to be funny or political guy because he gets. He's the comic relief. You know what I mean? They got this show, The Five.
Okay, yeah, he has a comic on the show. This is one of the guys.
Well, that's what I mean. They go to it like there's smoking hot chicks, and they say something that I don't know. They heard somebody else say. They say something Rush Limbaugh said, and they just re-fucking phrase it or something. The optics on this are bad, and the rhetoric on the optics and the pushback. Shut the fuck up. and you know they try to make them stars. But he's clearly the comedic guy. They go to him and he makes the inappropriate joke, but there's a lot of falling flat, man. There's a lot of dead air.
Yeah, we were here for fucking 5 minutes. We were listening to it. It was flat.
There's a lot of dead air. Very awkward.
What's more offensive to you, that they're pushing him or Waters? Jesse Waters.
Yeah, that guy's really annoying too. Man. He might be more annoying because Jesse Waters is like he's clearly some rich kid who, charmed like the fucking pants off the mayor's daughter or something. And, they send him out to do a bit that's so old. He does a man on the street thing. He calls Waters World. And Bill O'Reilly, what is he, retarded? Makes it sound like like they invented it in the pitch meeting. Here's the thing. I'll read the mail. Bill O'Reilly mail. Here's the mail. Bill, the Waters World segment, unbelievable. Such an original idea, comedy. Yeah, I'll tell you how it went. We're in the pitch meeting. We had pitch meetings, and Waters comes in and says, "What if I go on the street with a microphone and we'll ask questions to like millennials? We'll say who's vice president, and a lot of times they don't know. It's very funny. And we'll edit it together. They put in some stuff, and magic happens. Somehow magic happens. He said the word magic. And we do that. It's original. It's great. It's a great program. And I get a lot of compliments from people in the industry. They say, "Boy, is that original, great program." Let me tell you something. The Tonight Show with Steve Allen premiered, I think, October 1st, 1951. On October 2nd, 1951, Steve Allen did that exact bit. The exact bit. Then Letterman did it. Letterman, 40 years ago, Letterman apologized to Steve Allen for stealing the bit. So 40 years ago, someone apologized for stealing the bit that he claims they came up with in a pitch meeting. Also, you'll notice he hasn't come up with another bit in 2 years. Little dry over there in the Waters fucking think tank. Here's a bit that Waters tried. Yeah, they'll wait long enough to where the idiot millennials will forget. Here's a top 10 list. We list 10 things. Waters pitched it. And a lot of people in the industry are saying, "Bill, what a great." And here's top 10 things from the Home Office, and and it writes itself, right? And Waters does it. Yeah, he's like the young, like, I don't know. Again, they gave him his own show. Like, it's not catching on. In other words, the headline could be the Brewer headline: America's love affair with Greg Gutfeld yet to happen. And they want to do edgy comedy, and a lot of times they miss the boat. Here's an example of what they could do. There was a story when Judge Scalia died. You know that guy, Scalia, who was clearly the head of the Klan. They gave him a library, and it was called the Anthony Scalia National Library. Anyway, it spelt out something offensive. I think it spelt out like asshole or something. It spelt out something awkward, the acronym in the library, so they had to change it. So they were doing a bit where all of them take their names, and they see if they could be, it was on either the 5 or that noon show. Offensive acronyms. And Gutfeld didn't go. Gutfeld has 2 G's. God, did he miss the boat. You want to be edgy. They were making up like government programs that were given acronyms. NAACP type of thing. And they spell out a word. So they were trying to come up with offensive stuff. Here's what they missed. How about if Grey Gutfeld fought for flight attendants to get more money during overtime, which is a real thing. They want more money in overtime per hour. And they name it after Gutfeld, Grey Gutfeld Overtime. So the program could be, the acronym is Flight Attendant Grey Gutfeld Overtime. Spell that out. FAGGOT. Faggot. For flight attendants. They missed the boat there. Another one. Let's imagine that Northern Ireland. This is a true thing too. Wanted to dominate the energy reserve in Europe with the oil, and Gutfeld created a special program that they called the Grey Gutfeld Energy Reserve in Northern Ireland. That acronym, of course, would be Northern Ireland's Grey Gutfeld Energy Reserve. Faggot and nigger. You don't even have to say the words, you just spell it out. Wait for these idiots to figure it out. But no, my point is, am I being out of line when I say they're not fun? I don't think he's a funny. Is he a funny guy? Am I missing something? I don't.
No.
God, he's horrible.
But who am I? You know, just the guy.
The other thing they do is there's these two young, like, good-looking women, a blonde and a brunette, and they are the pinnacle of annoying. Like if you climb mountain annoying, they are at the top. They're smoking hot, first of all, smoking hot. The one is got a real long Polish name or something, a brunette, Joanne Washkinski or something. And the other blonde. But here's what they do that's real annoying. They both have bits. They both have gimmicks about themselves. The blonde is the one who hates everybody. She's the angry comic. She's the angry, brilliant writer, you know, with the glasses. The unbelievable, smart genius who's bored with the world. She's bored with the world. No one is as smart as her. So she's bored. So she hates everybody. That's her bit. She hates everybody. Like F. Scott Fitzgerald when he was drunk and couldn't write another Great Gatsby. Like Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. He was 28. That's a hard thing to keep up, man. Cut them 38. He brings them down to the patent office, another invention. Don't you see? It's like a paperweight. That's not the telephone, Alex. You know, and she's like that person. She's Lenny Bruce. She's Lenny Bruce when he was on stage reading from his court transcripts on heroin with bags under his eyes. She's that angry. She's like and there's a lot of like people in advertising who write the television commercial. When you go on the audition, those guys are at the audition. The writer of the Sprite commercial you're on, and he's in the corner with rumpled clothes, like Hemingway, all mad that you're ruining his work. No, obey your thirst. Hit obey your thirst. He's ruining it. A bottle of scotch, chain smoking, because he wrote "Obey Your Thirst." And that's what that chick is. That's her bit. Clearly, she's very angry. Look at her. Yeah, she got a lot of shit to be angry about. So she's insanely smart. The other one, Joanne Wachkansky, she's a drinker. She's an alcoholic. That's what she pushes. That's her bit. I'm always drunk. I drink so much. No, you don't. You don't drink. I've spilled more liquor than you drank. You're not a big drinker. It's all made up. It's all made up. She's the one who says, I'm so depressed. She's another genius, by the way. So the way a genius deals with her pain is drinking. The other one is just angry. And she drinks. Joanne Wachkansky. That's her right there. She's a drinker.
I like to pull her to the side, like, do you shit blood because you drink so much as I do?
Yeah, right, exactly. Have you ever shit blood? Do you want to? Yeah, did you ever shit blood because your biker boyfriend who looks like Captain Lou Albano punches you in the neck? While your blonde friend gets angry. Oh, I'm so angry. What are you angry about? Joanne's boyfriend punched her in the neck, and she's shedding blood. And I have to get into to do my makeup. And Greg Gutfeld's like, that's why you're angry? That's so great. We'll do it on absurdity. I'll bring it up. Today. I'll say Joanne is angry because, oh God, somebody shitting blood again. Hey, like, every time he intros her, like it's the joke is that she drinks a lot. She's shitting blood again. It cut to her. She emails Rupert Murdoch. Listen, Greg has been a little out of line with the intros. I know. I agreed to do the drinking a lot character, but you know the jokes were cute for a while, and I think Greg is taking some liberties. He's becoming carried away with his fame. I mean,
He's skyrocketing.
right? He's skyrocketing. He's like it's sort of like that Eddie Murphy after Delirious. That's what Gutfeld is. And yeah, him and Waters accidentally killed a whore at the Fox Christmas party.
Oh God.
And I'm angry about it. Remember the party when I was drinking a lot? Doing my character? Yeah, well, my boyfriend punched me in the neck. And I'm shitting.
Captain Lou Albano.
Shitting about you. The one that looks like Captain Lou Albano. Cut to the blonde going, and I'm angry about that. I'm so angry. I hate everybody because I'm a genius. No, you're not. You're an annoying cunt. Look, watch. Here's a bit. The Great American Hot Dog Debate. That's going to be a bit they do. Oh, we got to hear that. Oh, I can't wait to hear that. They do sketches as if they're Gilda Radner and Lorraine Newman.
Oh God.
Great Gutfeld Show. The Great Gutfeld Show. The Waters guy has a slogan. After he does the oldest bit in the history of television, he says, "I'm Waters, and this is my world."
Oh.
He's been doing that, I believe, for a year. Every night. America has not had their love affair with that yet. How long does he keep doing that for? How long before he... Because if he stops doing it, it shows failure. In other words, if he stops doing it, he's not the king of the fucking ball like he was at the frat house at the University of Michigan. You know, he went to some fucking University of Michigan. He was the head of the Young Republicans, whatever the fuck. And everyone laughed at Waters. Waters was so fucking funny. And he probably auditioned for the Groundlings at Second City. And he was horrible. Maybe that's where he first debuted the I'm Waters, this is my world. And he didn't get it. He didn't get the part. So that makes him mad at liberals because they run the Groundlings. And he dedicates his life to getting back at liberals. Oh yeah, Amy Poehler, I'll show you what's funny. I'm going over to Fox News, and I'm going to kiss up to Bill O'Reilly.
The Mecca of comedy. Going to the Mecca.
Actually, they're trying to be fun. What they're doing is they're rebelling against the fact that liberals have all the comedians. So they're showing us conservatives can be funny too. And some of the funniest people on the planet Earth I know are conservatives. Dennis Miller being one of them. The good thing is they got Dennis Miller. That's a huge positive, okay? Feather in your cap. But he's so annoyed by these people, he doesn't leave Santa Barbara. He's never there. He's never sitting within 4,000 miles of Greg Gutfeld. That's in his contract. Look, babe, I'll fucking do it, but I got a glimpse of the fucking Gutfeld show. Yeah, let me tell you something. This guy's about as funny as the time I had poison ivy on my cock. And the only way I could get rid of it is my aunt Millie had a fucking salve it with some fucking local fucking magic cream she put on her tongue. My aunt Millie had a fucking salve my cock in the 8th grade with when she got drunk and drank all the brown liquor in fucking Des Moines County, Pennsylvania. And then she sathed my poison ivy cock with her tongue. And then I started to cry. And shit all over her house coat. That was funnier than the great Gutfeld show. So yeah, I'll do the show. You got me. But I ain't leaving Santa Barbara. And don't bother putting a fucking invitation to the Christmas party in the fucking mail. Because I ain't going. As much as I want to hear, Joanne Wachikansky get drunk. And show how much of a big drinker she is. Oh, she's a big drinker, that one, yeah. Big, witty drinker. Yeah. She's a fucking regular goddamn fucking Al Franken. Big drinker, that one. And the other one's angry. Oh, God, is she funny when she gets mad. Like a regular Sam Kinison. Can't get enough of her. She's so fucking angry, that one. Yeah. With the glasses. Yeah, good one. So I'll do it, but I ain't leaving. If the people are anywhere near me, I'm calling the cops. If Greg Gutfeld's within 500 feet. And I'm getting my bodyguard to drop that Waters asshole, too. Yeah. So they got him. So now they're trying to make... Oh, wait, this is it. Okay. There's these two broads trying to be funny. Let's put this way up.
Years ago.
Look at it. This is his intro.
The Webster Dictionary says yes, it is. On the other hand, the National Hot Dog and Sausage
This is his intro.
Council, the only council that matters, in my opinion, says a hot dog
There's an
is
audience
not a
there, by the way.
sandwich because it, quote, truly a category unto its own. Here to debate this special July 4th topic are two experts in the field of encased meats, Kat Timp and Joanne Nosichinski.
Look at how angry the one is on the right. Look at how drunk Joanne Wachikansky is.
The encased meat was so offensive.
There's more funny from him.
First, it's in the dictionary.
Okay, who are Merriam and Webster to decide? It should be up to the Hot Dog Council
This is
to
your character.
determine a hot dog's identity. They conduct scientific research that benefits hot dog manufacturers and consumers. So going against their wishes by calling it a sandwich could ruin the entire industry. And that would make you a francophobe, Kat. And I want no part of your hatred.
Oh, no, I don't hate. I just respect the traditional definition of sandwich that's in the Bible.
Kat, there are Bible references of sandwiches?
No, Bible's the name of my dictionary. I love words.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
This is on television.
2 or more slices
This is
of
on
bread
television.
or a split roll having a filling in between. Hot dog meets that criteria. This debate is over. I win.
Okay, not so fast. The bun is simply an accessory. Because if you
Imagine
take
you're
the
the audience.
bun away from the hot dog, you still have a hot dog.
Yeah, exactly. A hot dog is nothing by itself, but the bun elevates it to sandwich dumb.
I'm not
That's
sure,
the audience
Joanne,
laughing.
but I think she might have a point here.
Okay, well then think of it this way. We've all heard of Dollar Dog Night. Every baseball stadium has one.
I'm going to let this
Ever
go.
hear of Dollar Sandwich Night? Of course not, because the economy can't support it. And neither can our stomachs. Okay, you've never seen the champion hot dog eater, Joey Chestnut, downing 62 sandwiches in one
They're not
sitting,
laughing at
have
Joey
you?
Chestnut.
No, because it's impossible.
Kat, your response?
Joanne, it's that kind of elitist talk that keeps hot dogs from achieving true sandwich equality. Which is why I've designed the pyramid of sandwich acceptance.
It's rehearsed. They rehearsed that. It's not like a.
This is on television.
Now we have all types of things that fall under this encompassing banner: cheesesteaks, gyros,
If
bagels,
your
even
two little
Oreos,
nieces wanted to do this at
all sandwiches.
Thanksgiving, you'd go no.
Greg, I suggest you get on the right side.
If your
of
two little
history
nieces
here.
said, "Can we have a little
Hot dog
showtime?" You'd go
sandwiches
no.
too, so you should get on board
This
now.
sucks.
I don't know, Joanne. You get the last word.
This is the
That's
last word from
dangerous
Joanne.
Territory. Making hot dogs synonymous with sandwiches would not only ruin a great American food, but also our American icons.
There wasn't one laugh.
Consider Dirty Harry, for example.
5 minutes.
You know what makes me really sick to my stomach? What? Is watching you stuff your face with those hot dogs. Nobody, I mean nobody puts ketchup on a hot dog.
Here's that same scene if hot dogs were sandwiches.
You know what makes me really sick to my stomach? What? Is watching you stuff your face with those sandwiches. Nobody.
They ruined
Nobody puts ketchup on
a clip from Dirty Harry.
See? Doesn't work. And in closing, I'd like
Oh,
to
you
say that
fucking
no man should ever
unfunny
told me
twat.
to go into the kitchen and make him a hot dog. They're for hot dogs, not sandwiches.
Oh, they deserve to be just fucking. Oh my! Look at him.
They got the guy.
They got Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut. I'm surprised he didn't leave.
To help me, I brought in the expert, Joey Chestnut. You know him as the world.
What a waste of fucking time. That's on television.
Oh
man.
my God.
You know what? I was gonna hope. Listen. Let me tell you something. I was hoping it'd be like an unfunny. They do a lot of unfunny. That might be the worst thing that's ever been on TV. There was not one even remotely entertaining moment. They have a week to write that. Look at her. She's angry. Is anyone buying that? Is anyone buying it? No. The other one's the other one had a Shirley Temple once. She drinks. You don't drink. You don't drink. Yeah, you don't drink unless you're married to Lou Albano. Look at the characters. Oh, that was great. They broke the fourth wall. They broke the fourth wall.
They're so attractive too. You're like,
They're
what are you
fucking
angry about? What are we
smoking.
talking about?
They're smoking. Yeah, you get up and you look like that and you go, I need a drink. No, that's what I do. Sleep with Captain Lou Albano, a.k.a. me. Then you're going to need a fucking drink. Then you'll be angry. You dumb fucking... Could you imagine them at like the Christmas party? They're talking to Waters. God, what a great year we had, huh? Yeah, it's just a great time. I mean, we're just so...
Groundbreaking.
First of all, you've got to do you've got to be on TV doing some sort of comedy. I mean, you were so great. I saw the sketch about the hot dogs. Oh, my God! I mean, that's like classic shit. I mean, that's like that's Museum of Broadcasting shit. Have you sent your sizzle reel to Lorne Michaels? How did he not hire you? How does Lorne Michaels not hire you after seeing that sizzle reel? First of all, it's hard to fucking compete with the angry character that the blonde does, whose name escapes me. What's the blonde's name? I don't know. What do you know her name?
Oh.
We'll call her Shecky.
Yeah.
To deal with an improv genius like that,
Right.
where she's harnessing all
You know,
that.
it was like watching.
angst.
Right, exactly. It's like watching two amazing tennis players back and forth. Yeah.
You took Yes and to another. Del Close would
Right.
roll. He would be so proud.
He'd be Del far away. He'd be Del. How far away can I get her? Yeah. You know, it was like watching Arthur Ashe after he had AIDS. Play tennis. With a guy with someone who has no legs. Witty banter. Post-AIDS Arthur Ashe. Yeah, you look very angry. Why are you angry? Because you're not hot enough? What comes along with the anger? Do you lash out and blow people? Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly, talking points for the Christmas party. Yeah, Joanne Wachkansky got drunk again and blew Bill O'Reilly. I'm Bill O'Reilly, by the way. I'm talking points. I call myself Talking Points. Talking Points got a blowjob from Joanne Wachkansky. And quite frankly, that's how she keeps the job here, and that's a Talking Points. Word of the day, never be loquacious when writing the factor. Yeah. Tomorrow, I will have a Gutfeld on. Gutfeld will come on, and he'll talk about the nice, great Gutfeld show. And it was so funny. And then Waters will come on, and he'll talk about his new bit. The top 10 list. Yeah. His new bit. The top 10 list. And we'll debut a show called Weekend Update where we do the news. Waters pitched into the meeting. I said fine. And then we did some innovations. Then I'll come out with my 400th book is available. Killing Journalism. Yeah, I write a book a week. I was on the set, the Atlanta set of the movie version of Killing Kennedy. God's going great down there. As you know, I'm executive producer of the project. And go to BillO'Reilly.com to buy your Bill O'Reilly swag. You can get the Bill O'Reilly No Spin Zone shirt, the No Spin Zone chair, and, of course, the Joanne Wachkansky drinking chair. And Joanne Wachkansky drinks too much chair. And then, of course, you can get a manuscript of the script for the hot dog sketch. If you'd like a written version of the hot dog sketch, which, of course, is the Who's on First of today's generation. If you'd like a gold leaflet, in gold-plated leaflet, with the font of your choice. A handwritten version of actually, if you want the original notes, Joanne Watchkinson came up for the hot dog sketch. She was very drunk one night, and she wrote out a little idea, hot dog sketch. And that was that's what it came. And then the blonde was angry. So angry, she said, I'll help you write it. And then they rehearsed it at Magic Hat. So this talking point saying the hot dog sketch available handwritten. And yeah. And the Christmas party was great. Me and myself and Juan Michaels, the Puerto Rican guy, Puerto Rican black guy, we killed a whore. We accidentally killed a whore in honor of Ted Kemp. And Joey Watchkinson was too drunk to help us move the body. And the other one was very angry. So they were in character. And yeah. And then Geraldo Rivera told us about the first time he sailed to Puerto Rico. And Geraldo Rivera then waited for Joanne Watchkinson to get drunk enough, and then he fucked her face. Geraldo Rivera, gave her a mustache ride. Geraldo Rivera wore his shirt, Christmas mustache rides. Fellas Nevada, Christmas mustache rides. And he gave the angry one a mustache ride. She was angry even during the mustache ride. Geraldo came in, he's very charming. He said, I'll tell you what, I saw the hot dog sketch. I was around the 70s when they first thought up a sketch like that at Saturday Night Live. You two remind me of Bill Murray and a young John Belushi. That's how funny you are. Now, fuck me. Now, sit on my face. Who wants to sit on Geraldo's face? Talking points, so Geraldo Rivera said, your mustache rides to the angry. Yeah. And now Andrew Schultz a little few minutes. Yeah. If you want a manuscript of every joke Andrew Schultz told, right? You can get it right here at BillRyan.com. The No Spin Zone stops here. If you think Joanne Watchkinson is not really drunk, and you think she's faking her character who drinks a lot, I challenge you. She does drink a lot. I've seen her down a couple of gin and tonics, a couple of Long Island iced teas. And below Geraldo Rivera. My point is Gutfeld's on a lot. Dan, what's your story about you got a story about what? Cat Williams? No, Nick Cannon. I get all the funny people confused. I get confused with funny people. Funny people all look alike to me. I think what you had a Nick Cannon thing?
The first month and a half that I was doing your show, the radio show, the Nick and Artie show, it was Thanksgiving. And they said, listen, Mariah Carey's got to do a radio tour, and the guy who normally does it, his family member is sick. Can you do it? And I said, sure, I'll go in there. Mariah comes in. First of all, she's supposed to be at like 8 o'clock in the morning to do the morning shows. She gets in about 8:15, so she's already missed like 3 or 4 shows.
Vintage Mariah.
Yeah. Then she's got no makeup on. She looks horrible. I didn't even recognize her.
Okay. But that bother you? Yeah.
So Nick Cannon goes in. We had to add headsets, so I had to run a cord from the other studio. So the other studio was live. So Nick Cannon goes in the other studio and starts calling a girl. And I am trying to wave to him to tell him to stop talking because we can hear him in the studio.
Oh, that's great.
So you saved you saved his
I realized
$100
that.
What
Waters
was he saying, though? What was he saying?
He's like, hey, baby, how's it going? Listen.
That's so racist. That's Dan.
Articulate.
Well, you know, Art, you could imagine what he was saying. It was probably like, hey, baby, why don't you bring your Afro sheen over here? Art is on his way to pick up that Puerto Rican jet. And we're all going to party in his car. And guess what? It's going to be like the set of car wash up in there. We're going to get a ticket with it. That's right. It's going to be like Jay-Z on New Year's motherfucking Eve. We're going to open up a little store I call Bed Bath and Beyonce. Come on, baby. This is going to be a terrorist attack on your pussy. I'm gonna terror attack you, pussy. I'm gonna hit your soft target. I'm gonna use a hard target, hit your soft target, and we're gonna attack you. Your pussy's gonna be attacked by ISIS. So what happens? He calls the bitch up, and did he hear it? Did you hear it?
Yes, we can
Well,
hear it.
what was he saying? He was saying, "Hey, baby."
Hey, baby.
He didn't say, "Hey."
Yeah, he did. He goes, yeah, he did.
First of all, the story,
What did Mariah
the story
say? Though?
never happened.
Mariah saw it. Didn't she?
So she saw it. Oh no, I want to hear. So I started waving so that he knew that we could hear. And she goes, "No, I want to hear this." And
At what point do you think this story becomes bullshit?
I start clicking the mic.
Right.
That you can click a mic, turning it on and off in another
Cough
studio,
button.
and I start clicking it.
Yeah.
And
Why? Why do you get involved? Just let it happen. It's two minorities arguing. You don't get involved. Who you, Tommy Mottola? Honestly, let it happen. Like, what are you trying to save the world for?
I don't know.
So what happened?
So he realized, all of a sudden he realized something was up, and he came out of the studio, and he goes, "Hey, can you hear me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I had to make some business phone calls." And she goes, "Yeah, really? That sounded like a business phone call to me."
Dan, this did not happen.
That's absolutely happened.
Dan, I'm going to give you a chance.
No, it happened.
Here's what was true. Someone told Dan Mariah Carey was there. That's it.
It was her Christmas
everything
song.
after that
She was
is
promoting her
complete-
Christmas song. Right.
Completely made up.
She had re-recorded some Christmas song, "All I Want for Christmas" or something like that.
Yeah. It's her famous song, right?
Yeah.
He's pretending he doesn't know the song. That's the extent of lying. Some song, "All I Want for Christmas." Yeah, the classic song of all time. Some song, "Row, Row, You're Something." Boat. Is it boat? It is boat. So how does that end? You're in the middle of the two arguing to an enormous iconic figure.
The next station
What happened?
next station came on, so we said,
So then
"Hey,
how
this
does
is Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're waiting for Mariah." And so they went on.
Who went on?
Mariah went
So
on.
where does Nick go?
He went. He stayed
Back
out
to
of
his
the studio.
enclosure? Now, did a baby fall in with Nick? What happened? So what happens? So he goes and it just ends there.
Yeah, because I had to finish the radio tour with her, and he
So, like-
disappeared. We were there for like an hour and a half.
He disappeared. Where does he go?
I don't know where he went.
So they just stop arguing, like a lot of blacks do.
She had to do the Chattanooga. Said, "Hey, Mariah, it's so
So they
and so
just
in the
stop.
morning,
She
Chattanooga."
thinks he's cheating, and he's basically caught cheating. They're arguing, and someone saying Chattanooga stops her. Dan,
Whatever the next station was on
flaws
the
of
list.
the story. When you retell this, when you re-bullshit this, you have to be better. There's got to be something else. She's not stopping for Chattanooga. If she thinks she's being cheated on,
I think she was embarrassed. She had 6 people there. She had 6 of her
well,
entourage.
clearly she doesn't give a shit about them. They're not even people. Like, you ever see a star with their entourage? They're not even human beings. Honestly, they do anything in front of them. And if she's mad that Nick Cannon's cheating this fucking hanger-on, she realizes he's a fucking con man.
And they were still married like years after that.
Yeah, this was 2012. Whenever we started the TV show.
Yeah.
It was the radio show first.
11.
2011. It was
Yeah.
Thanksgiving of 2011.
Do you want me to tell the story?
Because Ken Cole called me and said, "Listen, they really need you at Premiere. Can you do this?" I said, "Sure."
Right. That's the only part that's true. Anyway. Are they still married?
No,
But he has kids with her, right?
Yes, they have 2.
Yeah, the twins or something, right? Yeah.
Jackpot, Nick. Good job.
How much is she worth, do you think?
Well, Mariah Carey's got to have $100 million.
Easily, right?
Yeah. She's in there. 100 mil. Oh. And Nick Cannon, without her, is worth, I think, 80 grand. Nah, he fooled
He's in
everybody.
everything.
He fooled everybody. He was the producer of that fucking improv show. What was it called on
It's
MTV?
still on, the Wild and Out show, right?
Wild and Out. It should have been One Show and Out. That's what Nick Cannon's career should have been. One Show and Out. But what did he do? He fucking married in, man. married in.
Fucking great move, man.
Fucking one marriage, and he's a bigger star than all of us.
Beautiful move.
A-lister.
And he
Tom
fucked
Arnold.
Kim Kardashian and bragged about it.
Of course he did. Think of Tom Arnold's life if he didn't. Tom Arnold right now would be in a mental institution. With his was still wearing the Home Depot vest he had on that they fucking arrested him in when he lost it. In training to work at Home Depot, he lost it. That's where he lost it. I'm a comedian. 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 In the straitjacket. That's where he'd be if he didn't marry fucking Roseanne Barr.
That guy was in conversations like, we can get Tom Arnold for this.
I know.
For movies, people are like,
well,
execs
listen,
are sitting
he was
down.
good in True Lies. He was the comic book writer,
yeah.
and so that got him a career. But, I mean, come on. He married Roseanne Barr. He was willing to take that hit. I'll fucking do it. Marry that bitch. And she was like, oh, God, I... Remember how embarrassing. I met the greatest guy. He likes me for me. Turns out I'm his type. Really? Yeah. Did you see his next girlfriend after he got the 40 mil? Yeah, I guess he departed from his type for a while. I guess, yeah, he slummed a little bit, and his type became a young Heather Locklear looking girl.
Oh my God.
I'm his type. Yeah, Howard. I remember she was on Howard. Howard wasn't buying it. Really? I don't think so. Be careful. Yeah, no. No, Howard. She's my type. I've always liked chicks who look like her. I like a lot of meat on them. They settle. He gets 40 mil. The next chick looks like a young Heather Locklear. Yeah. So, yeah. She's my type, Howard. She's my type. She's my type. Really? Okay. So when you were a kid, you had posters of what, a manatee on your fucking...
Some Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah. Instead of Farrah Fawcett, you had a poster of an endangered manatee. Yeah, Howard. I had a poster of manatee. I love manatees. I jerked off to them. I love the manatee with a sarcastic attitude and a whiny voice. Yeah. And you could, at the time where you need to like roll around in flowers and find her pussy, that type of thing. Oh yeah, when she loses weight, she's so funny. Actually, I heard Norm Macdonald and Roseanne Barr talking once. They're going, "Hey Norm, how you doing?" She goes, "How you doing?" And I started to get a little like lightheaded because I was drinking, and eventually that conversation became this noise. Yeah, love manatees. Yeah, here's the thing. I have 40 million, so I figured I'd try a young Heather Locklear, blonde, a young skinny blonde. 102 pounds, big tits.
You're gonna be open-minded.
Yeah, right. Not funny. Yeah. I was open-minded. Yeah. It was really hard. I had to close my eyes to fuck the young blonde. Because, of course, my type is, a manatee. Manatees who have $100 million. I like manatees with their own show and points in the show. I like manatees who have their own show and ownership of the show and points in the show. Who are in their 7th year in syndication. Manatees like that, yeah. And then after I get the 100 mil, my type is a totally broke, dumb, 102-pound blonde with big tits. That's my type. All right, let's end this. Thanks for coming by, Josh. On the next podcast, we're going to have Mario Bosco agreed to come. I love Mario. Mario is one of my favorite people. He's going to be on the next podcast. Josh is around for a little bit. Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah. Yep. Can't wait.
What are the plugs, Josh?
So just at Josh Accardo on Twitter and all that shit, Instagram, and then joshaccardo.com. You can see my dates.
Nice.
Yep.
And his dates are hot.
So hot.
And Dan, thank you for the story. And listen, remember, we said a lot of offensive shit here tonight.